All right, what's up, everybody? My name's Kel Cole. This is my wife,
Kirsten Cole.
and we are going to share a little bit of our story over the last year.
In October of 2022, Kayla and I found out that we were pregnant with our third child, which would have been our second daughter. Everything was going fine. And then in January of 2023, we went to our 12-week checkup and found out that there was no heartbeat. After some genetic testing, we found out that our second daughter had something called Turner syndrome. And we just started to navigate those waters as a family of grief and loss and the impact that miscarriage has on, not only us, but our kids. And by the grace of God, in April of 2023, Kayla and I found out that we were actually pregnant with our third daughter. And her name is Sunny Reese Cole. And we were really excited. We made it through the 12 weeks, which were really scary. We just continuously prayed and had a large community around us praying for her and over her. And we were so happy to get through those first 12 weeks to know that she was going to be okay. Fast forward to our 20-week anatomy scan. We went, thought everything was fine. And on our way home from the 20-week anatomy scan, I got a call from our doctor asking us to please turn around and come back, that they had found some abnormalities. She had a cyst in her brain, something wrong with her heart, and one of her kidneys wasn't fully developed. So we went back for more testing, and it came back a few days later that she had a high probability of having a disease called Trisomy 18 or Edwards syndrome. It's a rare genetic disorder that affects the 18th chromosome and essentially affects all of her organs and the development in her brain and that development. So they sent us to a specialist and a geneticist to confirm, in which they did. She had full trisomy 18. And at that point, we were explained that she would have less than a 5% chance of surviving birth.
So when you get news like that, it really hits you hard because you have to wake up every day for the next 20 weeks just asking yourself, is today going to be the day? Because they told us that any day it could happen. We could lose her at any time. And we prayed for a miracle, but we also just prayed, God, whatever your will is, that's what we want, whatever the plan is. And so we had a great church family around us, people praying for us constantly. And we made it to 37 weeks and they went ahead and induced, and everything, heartbeat was still good the day of, and just having everybody with us in the hospital and just all the emotions that you felt and just the uncertainty was the hardest part. But from the start, we just told ourselves we wanted to glorify Sunny's story and through that, just believing that Jesus is better. And so we had a heartbeat all the way up until birth, and whenever she came into the world, she had passed away. And so we had all of our friends and family there, and we wouldn't have got by without them. But just holding your baby as she has just passed away was the hardest thing that I hope that we ever have to face. But through the whole situation, we just believed and prayed that her story would help others, and people who had been through unthinkable tragedies could look at our situation and just know that Jesus is better.
Yeah, as a mom and as any parent, when you're faced with holding your newborn baby and every fiber of your being is begging God that she would just breathe, that you could have 1 minute with her, and being completely transparent, being angry with God for the situation, but because of everybody praying for us and us praying over her and how we really wanted to glorify her story and picking that Jesus is better. It really helped in that moment, because when you're begging God for her to breathe and she's not breathing, and you go to check out of the hospital and you have to lay her down in the bassinet for the last time, knowing you're not gonna hold her or see her. You don't get to have those memories with her. You're mourning what could be. And you're standing in front of your closet picking out funeral clothes. And just trying to navigate it. The only comfort is knowing that Jesus is better.